helping me with this. So, I'd really like to thank them. I think they should really get recognized for doing tremendous work, and hopefully they can use it for their future employers to say, look, we created an app for the museum that they're now using. So again, really proud of them for sticking through it with me.
Yeah.
We had a lot of challenges, as you can imagine. Any kind of technical projects you take on have their setbacks, and developing an app with them was not easy, but they definitely outdid themselves. So I'm very, very happy to finally publicize this. So these were students from last semester's class.
Class from where?
Fitchburg State University.
In what program?
So they were communications media students from the document design class. And I believe, that was
So it would have been the spring semester?
spring.
Okay.
Yep, spring 2018.
Now, you say it's bilingual.
Yes.
Any plans to make it, give it more languages at some point?
That's definitely something that the director and I can have a conversation about. The reason that we really think Spanish, for instance, is very important to us is because our neighboring community is more than 40% Latino, and so we'd really like them to feel at home here. And this is a way for them to access everything in their own native language.
Because I do know that there is a Hmong community in Fitchburg as well.
Yes, yeah.
Which is a much different language.
Exactly, yeah. And that's something, again, that might be in conversations later. But we're just really happy to complete the bilingual initiative because it's kind of been a project of ours for a long time. And again, it was this one gallery that was remaining that wasn't translated, and all of us were just, we've been wanting to make it happen, and we couldn't logistically do it. I was telling Nina before that the way it was designed, there's no space for dual labels for Spanish and English. So that's the reason we created an app so that people can just access it through their phones. And this is it's actually a mobile website as well, so they can just type in Egypto and FAM, and they can access it from their phone. They don't have to download an app. It functions as an application, so it's really exciting. I do want to really, thank a few people because this wouldn't have been done without them. So Barbara Callahan, which is our education fellow, she was very instrumental in making sure that all the translations were done correctly, and that they were, she worked with me a lot to make sure that I created a responsive, again, mobile website and app that translated all the information correctly. So she worked with our translators to make sure that all went smooth. And the Greater Worcester Foundation also was responsible for funding this translation project. As you can imagine, translating all the scripts is kind of expensive, so we're really lucky to have their support as well.
Yeah, how much was the grant?
That I actually don't know. Our director of development
Okay.
is the one responsible, but she applies for the grants, but I do know that they were responsible for us getting the translations.
Okay,
and
how long did it take for all that to happen?
It took a while.
Of course, there's so much in there.
I think that for the whole project to be completed, it was at least a year.
Mhm.
I worked with my students I can't believe this. We cramped it all in one semester.
Yeah.
So it was very. It was an intense semester, but I tried to mentor them as best I could. Again, because of my experience, I was able to kind of go in with my technical skills. So whenever we had setbacks, we were able to go back and forth. But it was about a year project, yeah.
Good. And the translators, where did they come from?
My understanding is that there's a translator from Boston that we use from IBA. I'm not sure of her name. I can get that name for you.
Sure. What's the name of the place?
The institution, I believe, is called IBA
Okay.
in Boston. Again, that part was sort of like in the background because they had already had sections of it translated before even our education fellow. So it was just always in pieces, and I wanted to make it all come together. And so the students were were the reason that it all came together. And I'm very, very grateful for them having the attention span and the will to go on the long haul with me to do this.